So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill bringing high uncertainty as European Commission downgrades Ireland's economic prospects. So effectively, Ireland's economic forecasts have been slashed because of the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill and the uncertainty it brings around Ireland, which I'm sure this is going to annoy a lot of people, a lot of the Irish viewers specifically, and I don't blame them for being annoyed. It's not a massive slashing, but it does show you that there is a lot of nervousness within the Commission, and also I think in the wider kind of economic forecasting, that the uncertainty, just uncertainty alone, can cause problems with things like investment. It's very clear that the Commission are very wary that the uncertainty around Ireland because of the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill has caused it some problems when it comes to forecasts, and forecasts aren't guaranteed. They're just predictions. The Commission has downgraded its forecast for Ireland's economic growth, with the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill among one of the factors bringing high uncertainty. Obviously, it's down to inflation and other things as well as a kind of global cut down in investment. The Commission said its expectation for Ireland's real GDP growth for 2022 was down slightly to 5.3% from 5.4% in the spring forecast, which isn't a disaster. It's 0.01%. Its 2023 annual growth projection is cut to 4% from 4.4%. So that's a massive cut. 0.4% is a significant amount. The summer 22 economic forecast reflected the deteriorating global outlook, weakening sentiment and persisting inflationary pressures. And I don't know, I think an issue is that given the amount of trade that happens between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, I guess the theory is if a hard border goes up, it means that these kind of trade connections that have been made in the agri-foods industry, for example, would be decimated by a potential hard border because of the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill. And that might be one of the things fueling the kind of Commission's slashing of cuts to forecast. It added the outlook for the Irish economy surrounded by high uncertainty, also due to factors which are specific to Ireland, such as the recent developments regarding the disapplication by the UK of the protocol, which will affect mainly Ireland because the likelihood of goods going from GB to Northern Ireland and then through into Ireland into the rest of the EU is not the most likely. MPs this week voted down changes to the legislation, prompting DUP leader Donaldson to say if the bill is passed, his party will return to the executive, with Donaldson taking the role of Deputy First Minister. Now, I didn't actually know that, so I want to cover that in a separate video, but it's kind of just put in here really secretly. No one's really spoken about the fact that the DUP might actually rejoin Stormont, which I think is good. It's good news for the people of Northern Ireland, in the sense that they can actually get a functioning assembly. But the problem is, if they're confident the Northern Ireland Protocol Bill is going to be passed in Parliament, what that means is they're confident it's going to be used, and that's going to cause a lot more problems for Northern Ireland than Stormont being closed. Ireland, its rate of growth is still twice the predicted EU average and almost 3 times as fast as the EU growth next year. So it's not all doom and gloom for Ireland. It's, they're still doing okay. Irish inflation will remain below the EU and Eurozone average, which again is really good news for them because the Eurozone average is quite high, but it's kind of it's tilted a bit because of the fact that the Baltic countries have really high inflation, predominantly because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and how reliant they are on Russia and Ukraine for trade. So that makes a lot of sense. I spoke to someone recently about it. She's from Latvia, where she said that the cost of things like sunflower oil have just kind of rocketed. And it's kind of madness with the prices. So you can tell that the situation in certain countries in the Eurozone is not looking too good. That's kind of pushed the Eurozone average up significantly. Latvia's inflation's at around the 20% mark. So for Ireland to do better than the Eurozone average is good, but again, it's not a massive indication of how well it's doing because of the some of the countries have really bad inflation rates. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below of this statement, kind of cutting Ireland's economic forecasting. Do you think that the uncertainty alone is enough to really do damage to Ireland? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.